Breaking news, political activist and conservative media personality Charlie Kirk shot and killed while speaking at an event in Utah Valley University this afternoon. Good afternoon,
Americans. I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah.
What happens when a life cut short becomes larger than the person who lived it? Charlie Kirk's death shook America, but his story didn't end at the memorial service. It may have only just begun. Was Kirk simply a martyr, or is he becoming something even bigger? A movement builder beyond the grave. The memorial service atmosphere. On September 21st, 2025, thousands gathered under the hot Arizona sun, faces somber, banners flying, as former President Donald Trump took the stage. It wasn't just another service. It felt like history in motion. The assassination of Charlie Kirk, at just 31 years old, wasn't being remembered as a personal loss alone. It was framed as a political attack. Trump's words echoed through the hall. The gun was pointed at him, but the bullet was aimed at all of us. It wasn't subtle. This was no quiet farewell. It was a rallying cry. But let's step back. Who was Charlie Kirk, and why did this service feel like the launch of something much bigger? Charlie Kirk's rise. Charlie Kirk started Turning Point USA in 2012 with a simple mission: energize young conservatives. Over the years, he built it into a national powerhouse, a training ground for campus activists, and a megaphone for conservative values. By the time of the 2024 election, his network wasn't just loud, it was influential enough to help tip key states. He was more than a political operative. To supporters, Kirk was a bridge between the old guard of conservatism and a new, social media-driven generation. To critics, he was a provocateur, someone who thrived on outrage. Either way, he mattered. The tragedy in Utah. Earlier this month, that rise came to an abrupt end. During a visit to a Utah university, shots rang out, students scattered, police rushed in, and Charlie Kirk lay fatally wounded. Within hours, the news spread across every corner of the internet. Was this just another act of senseless violence, or was it, as Trump and others suggested, an attack on conservative ideals themselves? That question became the theme of his memorial. Erica Kirk's role. One of the most emotional moments came when Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow, stepped to the podium. Through tears, she didn't just mourn, she forgave. Her words stunned the crowd. She forgave the man accused of killing her husband. But Erica didn't stop there. She declared she would step into Charlie's shoes, taking over as CEO of Turning Point USA. Suddenly, the story shifted. This wasn't just about grief, it was about continuity. Erica Kirk's rise means Charlie's vision doesn't die with him. Instead, it may grow. Trump himself seemed to recognize this when he praised her intelligence and strength. "She's got a shot of making it even more special," he told reporters afterward. Trump's speech, rally, or tribute? Trump's speech was fiery, emotional, and, true to form, filled with detours. He praised Kirk as a missionary with a noble spirit, but also admitted, "That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent." This wasn't just remembrance, it was politics. Trump linked Kirk to his own survival after an assassination attempt, to crime crackdowns, even to future plans for Chicago. In Trump's telling, Charlie's legacy was no longer only about campus activism. It was about America's fight for its future. For the crowd, this blurred the lines between funeral and rally. Kirk's death was being folded into a much larger narrative: movement or martyrdom. Here's where the real question lies. Is Charlie Kirk now simply remembered as a martyr, a young life cut short, or is his death sparking a new wave of activism? History gives us examples. Think of Martin Luther King Jr., whose assassination galvanized civil rights, or more divisively, figures like George Wallace or Malcolm X, whose deaths pushed movements into sharper focus. For conservatives, Kirk could now play a similar role. Already, Turning Point is being described as a big factor in shaping the future, according to Trump. And with Erica Kirk stepping in, the organization has a fresh, emotional face. The Musk connection, an unexpected subplot emerged at the memorial. Elon Musk, once estranged from Trump, was seen chatting warmly with him. Reporters asked if Kirk had brought them back together. Trump said, "Well, Elon came over and said hello."
A life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to 2 young children.
It might seem like a small moment, but in politics, these small gestures matter. Kirk had been known for connecting influencers, entrepreneurs, and politicians. Even in death, he seems to be knitting people back together. Could this rekindled Trump-Musk connection shape the future of conservative politics and tech? Maybe, and if so, Kirk's role as a bridge builder didn't end in Utah. Forgiveness versus anger. Another striking theme was forgiveness. Erica forgave the shooter. Trump did not. In fact, he called the suspected killer a radicalized, cold-blooded monster. That split matters. It shows two visions of how Kirk's death might be remembered, as a story of grace and resilience or as fuel for more division. Which story will dominate? That depends on how his supporters carry forward his legacy, the symbol of youth power. Let's not forget, Charlie Kirk was only 31. That matters. His youth made him a symbol of conservative energy among young voters. His assassination reinforced that sense of youth under attack. Supporters now say his memory will inspire more young conservatives to get involved. Turning Point events are already being framed as more than rallies. They're being spoken of as sacred ground, carrying on Kirk's torch. The future of Turning Point USA. So what's next? Turning Point USA isn't stopping, it's changing. Erica Kirk now leads, carrying both the pain of loss and her husband's dream. Trump believes she can make it even stronger. If she succeeds, Charlie Kirk's name could stand for something bigger than himself. If not, he may only be remembered for his tragic death. His story raises a tough question. Do movements grow after their leaders are gone, or do they get stuck in the past? Right now, Charlie is seen as both. A martyr who gave his life for his beliefs, and a builder whose vision continues through his wife, his group, and his allies. So, was Charlie Kirk's death the tragic end of a rising star, or the spark of something bigger? His memorial wasn't just about mourning, it was about momentum. What do you think? Is Charlie Kirk now remembered more as a martyr, or as the builder of a movement that might outlive him for generations? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this breakdown thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping our world.